Hello everyone, what is cooking, all you good-looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. A very, very cool location indeed. It's like, well, we're at the top of some sort of hill, some sort of mountain. She just looks like she's chilling out over here on these rocks. We got someone over here hanging out on some other equally, big rocks. Check out these boulders. Wow, those are huge. We've got a big old mountain range. It's not really too tall, which is the interesting part about this, because usually when we find ourselves in an area prone to the ski, we find ourselves in Austria, but we're not in Austria. At least I don't think so, because these mountains don't seem nearly tall enough to be at least the area in Austria that I am familiar with through GeoGuessr, which is the Dong, or this area, this region over here, which I should probably call by its actual name. So where in the world do I think this is? Well, I don't really know. It's very confusing. We could be in a bunch of places, but I'm gonna go weird. I don't know if it looks like this anywhere in the Czech Republic, but I'm gonna say this is the Czech Republic. I'm gonna go right over here in the Czech Republic and place us right there and say that's where this is. I honestly, it's like Austria, but not. This could be in North America as well, definitely. I don't know. Yeah, it could be definitely North America, but I don't know, for some reason I'm not thinking it is. So I'm going to go like that, say that's it, and hopefully I'm close. Wow, really wrong. We were in Russia, actually, out over here near, oh my god, near Novosibirsk. Whoa, these mountains. Wow, these are some nice looking mountains, I must say. That was a really, really cool spot. I'd go skiing there. I'd love it. Yeah, so that's where we were. Wow, awesome indeed. Russia, like right near where Mongolia and Kazakhstan are just kissing. We're right there, right near there. So awesome. Well, that's not very many points for me, but hopefully some of you guys guess closer. Alrighty, folks, here we are in today's daily challenge. A very, very cool location. I love beaches, as it seems. I always seem to go for the, well, not necessarily tropical, although they usually are. I often seem to go for the beachy locations, the locations by the sea. It's just something that a striking number of the daily challenges have been. But this location seems different. It doesn't really seem different, but it seems cool enough that I am going to go for it. I think it is a very, very cool location, and it's an interesting one because look at these clouds over here, and I don't know. It seems like smoke, but it's just clouds. The clouds aren't actually the interesting part. The interesting part is it seems like the shore is quite littered with garbage, but it also seems to be littered with sandbags, which is interesting and notable because it looks like there is some serious problem here with the water levels rising. First of all, the water is really, really close to these houses here. Maybe this is high tide, but like, it's starting to wash out the sand from underneath the trees. So that's something. I don't want to say that's attributed to the rising of the ocean levels, but shit, it might be. And that could cause some serious problems to a place like this, especially if this is an island that is not. If it's an island, I don't know if it is an island. It could be, this could be attached to a big giant part of land. But if it's an island and it doesn't have a big mountain in the middle and it's just very low to the ground, then this place has got some serious issues in the near future if this water level keeps going up. Yeah, very, very cool indeed. So the real question, as all daily challenges, is where in the world do you think we are? Put it down in the comment section below and tell me, where in the world do you think this is? In tomorrow's video, much like in the section you just saw, I'm going to make a guess as to where I think it is. I have no real idea where this is, so I'm probably going to be very, very wrong. But regardless of that, I am going to put down whoever guessed closest in the comment section of that video. So put down your guesses and tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? Okie dokie. Let's keep on going here. Let's keep the momentum up. I mean, this is an exciting episode here. And what is it now? Well, it is time for the daily, well, not the daily, geez, the regular main section of today's episode, which is the 3-minute world challenge. Not 3 minutes, it's actually 15 minutes in total, but 3 minutes for every location. Why 3 minutes for every location? Well, because that is the most fun. It forces you to make a guess, but you still have enough time to look around. World, because World seriously is the best out of all these options. Seriously, these other ones aren't nearly as fun as a World challenge. Even if, I mean, yeah, they're not as fun. They're novelties, should I say, and really only novelties when you actually have a knowledge of these places. They are quite not fun if you don't have an intimate knowledge of the layout of the US, Sweden, UK, Japan, St. David's, which seriously not very many people do, Taiwan, New York City. Famous places could be fun. That's one of the ones that I think is probably the best one. London, Philadelphia, or San Francisco. If you don't know those places, these challenges won't be that fun. World is the best. So let's do that. You can find the link to this challenge down in the description below, so you can click on it, do the challenge before I do it, or whatever sort of order you enjoy. Let's go and start a new one. Well, we first see that we are in Australia, which is nice. The reason why I think that is because, well, we're driving on the left. Which is pretty key. Another key is the red earth that we can see around, and then these little stickies over here that we can see on the side of the road. That's pretty much all the clues you need to know about Australia. Driving on the left, red earth, stickies, and sometimes blurry pictures, which is also an America thing. An America thing is blurry pictures, but Australia does seem to have those, as we are witnessing every so often here. Now, we really need to find a sign here, and a sign that tells us where we are with names of places for us to have any darn idea where we are. Now, here's the dilemma. I'm either going to go with Western or Queensland, and it's going to be the opposite, is usually what happens. Usually, I'm going to say it's Queensland, and it's going to be Western. Usually, I'm going to say it is... Now, I don't know what the C stands for. There's no... C doesn't stand for anything. Unless it's, like, Australian Capital Territory, but that's just the name of the road. Like, this road is probably C something, right? No, it's not. Interesting. No C's? Okay, well, are C's found in places? Not that I can tell. It's like 87. Over down here, it's that. Those are A roads. B, O, C are the minor roads. Oh, I see. A, B, and C. So this road right here is probably a C, right? I don't know. But, okay, that makes sense. So, again, I'm going to still go with Queensland. We can see down here. Maybe we'll find... maybe we'll see something else. Say C or B. We're not really seeing it. So, maybe I should go... down. I mean, do I really think we're there? I mean, I really don't think we're in Victoria, but, you know, I'm at least seeing B roads there, roads that start with B. I'm seeing them up here, too. Do I see any of them that start with C? No, none of those seem to, the C roads don't even exist. All right, so they're a myth. All right, we're going to go with Queensland, I think is what I'm going to say, because the last time I guessed Western, and we were in Queensland, so this time I am going to say Queensland, and hopefully we are not in Western. Although, seriously, there's a chance that we could be in either of them, and that'll be it. Where? Well, I'm going to say we're right under the N in Queen. No, actually, you know what? Maybe I should have gone with New South Wales. I hovered around it. That's a B. That's B87. That's not C50. Come on now. You just lied about what road that was, sign. That's not the... Oh, gosh darn it. Well, you know, we found something out new every day. And that's C roads, first of all, are a big myth. They don't exist. It's a lie. And maybe there are New South Wales and Victoria things, these A and B roads, because they don't seem to appear in other places. Yeah, man, I find that's a good idea. You know, big motorways, highways, interstate type deals. Those can be the A roads. You know, secondary roads that are, you know, kind of like, you know, other big roads, but that aren't like highways or, you know, big stuff. Those can be, you know, B's, and then other roads that are very long that aren't named roads can be C roads. All right, 2854. Very, very cool. So now where do we find ourselves? Well, by the look of this, we find ourselves in North America. We find ourselves on just some sort of country type road. Well, not really country, but just like a little bit outside of sort of outside of a city or a town. There's a big star there, so I'm gonna say we're probably in America. If I had to guess, a big star on the top of the garage seems like an American thing to do, except that clearly says Bell right on that satellite dish. So that would be Canada. The star is something that it's a motif everyone enjoys. Everyone enjoys a star, right? There are stars in the sky. Stars aren't exclusively an American thing. Stars also featured on many other flags in the world. So, clearly, there you go. Stars notably not featured on the Canadian flag, as seen probably right there. So, yeah, we are in Canada. Okay, that makes sense. Good to see. We've got the two clues, a Canadian flag on a pickup truck, and then a satellite dish belonging to, well, not belonging to, but from Bell. Bell is a television, telco actually, telephone, television, internet service provider. The service provider for my cell phone service, actually. That shouldn't, it's not an endorsement. Honestly, here's the real answer. All the cell phone companies are the same in Canada. None is better than the other. They're all the same, and everyone has an opinion. Everyone hates, usually, their cell phone service provider. Here's the secret, right? I mean, I don't really know where we are, to be honest. That's kind of sad. It's very open. I haven't really read too many clues. I kind of want to go on and talking about, maybe I'll see something here. I mean, we've got Beersville Community Center. We've got nice French on this sign over here. Road closed. We're not in Quebec. I'm gonna go with we're in Ontario. We are in this area of Ontario that we find ourselves in quite a bit. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go, I don't know, just sort of right over here. Make the guess. Wow, New Brunswick. Oh, that makes sense too. All right. Whatever. What can I say? New Brunswick to me, I'm not a big connoisseur of the central New Brunswick area, mostly as I've noted before, because New Brunswick is a great province to drive through. You can drive through the entirety and bypass everything. So small towns like that, New Brunswick, I don't get to see. And when I have been to New Brunswick, it has been in the St. John area. I've stayed in Edmundston. I've stayed in Fredericton. Just one night, obviously, driving from where I live in this area to here. Sometimes if you don't want to do it in one shot, you can stay the night Edmundston or Fredericton. And I've been in this sort of area. I've been more like in this area, really, which is actually just straight up Nova Scotia. But I've been around here a little bit. But really, New Brunswick I've spent more time in Nova Scotia for sure, and a little bit of time at PEI. Anyways, there you go, 1440. As I was gonna say, as much as the oh wow, we were here not too long ago, I think, right? Did I just make that up? Or was this a daily challenge like a little bit ago? Sadly, I forget where it is. Was this a daily challenge, or was this? Oh, was this the mysterious deleted daily challenge? Not the mysterious deleted daily challenge, but there was a daily challenge that I looked around and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go with it, and then I accidentally clicked refresh and it disappeared. Which is why I think this one might be it. So this was going to be a daily challenge. But anyways, before I talk about that, because I'm going to just be looking around and I'll come to a conclusion about where I think this is. Now, what I was going to say is, the thing about telephone companies is, as much as Comcast has been in the news lately for being absolutely terrible at customer service, my experience with dealing with at least here in Canada, both Bell and Rogers, and to a slight extent TELUS, although I haven't really had any very much personal experience dealing with them. Calling them and just asking for free stuff, asking for discounts, asking for more stuff for free, asking to pay less, just works. If I mean that might not be the thing. Hear very terrible things about Comcast. I mean they're kind of blowing up on the internet right now for having absolutely god awful customer service and being extremely difficult to deal with. But from my experience calling those companies up and just talking to them nicely, asking the right questions, saying you love their service and you just want more for less, you can get a lot of really good deals and get yourself into a cell phone contract, get yourself into an internet contract, get yourself even TV or phone, whatever you want for, a lot less than everyone else pays. Sure, are those rates still a lot? Yeah. But with the cell phone service that I have right now, I'm super happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I get, a much better deal than everyone I know. I get more data. Sure, there's still a data cap. There's data caps on all the data plans in Canada, except if you go on the weird carriers, but those ones have their drawbacks on themselves. I don't pay very much. Well, I mean, I do pay still a lot, but I don't pay that much, and it's good. And before I keep doing this, where are we? This looks a lot like a place that we've been before in one of the early daily challenges we were in. I believe it to be Australia. It looked like we were like at a place that looked just like this hill over there. So that's what I'm going to be guessing. I'm going to be guessing Australia. This picture's taken by someone called Andrew N. So sure, let's go near Victoria, or Melbourne, should I say. We were actually in South Africa. Well, there you go. I don't think that actually I think that is the mysterious deleted daily challenge. I was so sad because I was like, oh man, this location is so cool. Then I clicked the refresh like a dum-dum. Or I might have even have closed the browser like a dum-dum. And then it just never saw the light of day and never got to find out where it is. But at least now I know. Wild Lubanzi Backpackers Lodge. Wow, that's fantastic. Well, there you go, 7 points. It's not great, but it did look beautiful. And again, we find ourselves, once again, in Australia. It's a blurry picture, red earth, stickies, again, for the same reason I said before. And now, the same thing, so I guess I can talk more about this weird stuff. I mean, here's an interesting thing. By calling up companies and saying stuff like that, I get 70% off my internet, which is great. I mean, sure, it's not crazy, but 70% off is a really fantastic deal. I don't know, maybe I've just been really lucky, and maybe I've just been able to smooth talk my way into these really great discounts. But I find that my personal experience has been super positive with all sort of major carriers. Call them. I mean, I've even had like stupid luck with like I have one of those really expensive electric toothbrushes, like the Sonicare ones. I mean, okay, I'm not. By the way, I don't really think there are laws about this in Canada, but like I'm not trying to pimp. I shouldn't use that word. I'm not trying to endorse any of these products or services. All other brands are available and such. They don't. I have no linkage to these ones. This is just a story. I don't know if that's necessary to say. I don't think there's any laws like that in Canada. I do think there are in some other places, though, which still wouldn't affect me regardless. But yeah, I have one of those real fancy electric toothbrushes, a Sonicare one to be more specific. They're super expensive, and I've had it for like 3 years, and it recently broke. And I mean that just really sucked. It just stopped working, and you can't open up. You can't get those fixed. But I called them up. It was out of warranty. I talked to the people online. It was even like one of those chat things, and they were just like, "Yeah, we'll just send you a new one," and they did. They just sent me a new one. I mean, not like a new one, like a replacement body, which is just to say, like, it just doesn't come with brush heads or any of the accessories. But I already had all those accessories, and I had just recently bought new brush heads for it, which are super expensive. But regardless, I already bought all of those stuff, all those things recently, and all those things still worked from my old one. So I essentially got a brand new toothbrush for free, which is really good because those things are stupidly expensive. And by the way, they really are good. Like, word to the wise, though, if you do buy one, you will never go back to owning a cheap toothbrush ever again. They are really that good. So be ready to spend like $120, $200 on a toothbrush every like 3 years for the rest of your life. But it's worth it, I will tell you that much. We're gonna go with Queensland again, and the answer was Northern Territories. Very very cool. 20,024. So yeah, here's a cool thing that I'd love to know. What are you guys' internet speeds out in the comment section? It'd be fun to know. It'd be fun to know, like, what kind of speeds do you guys get? Don't tell me how much you pay or how much or any of those things like that, because that's sort of irrelevant. But the fastest, oh, we are in Canada once again. Very very cool. Kilometers 139. North American roads. It's Canada. Very very cool. Maybe I'll keep my eyes peeled on this one for that. I'd love to know how fast people's internet connections are, because it's always cool to know. I mean, there are places in the world where you can get blazingly fast internet connection. I think Estonia is a really good place for it. Blazingly fast and relatively cheap, as far as I know. I think Romania's also got some pretty solid internet. Of course, South Korea, everyone talks about that, but I mean, I'm fairly certain it's the small countries that get the real good internet. Thankfully, I do live in a big city, not the biggest of cities, so we don't get the fastest internet speeds available in the country here. That would be reserved for people in Toronto, most likely, is where you'd get the fastest internet speeds. Okay, well, we got a Canadian flag, which we already knew that, and Git B&B. Do I think we're in Quebec? We might be. If they call it a Git, then I guess it must be Quebec, right? They wouldn't call it that. Although I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen a Quebec flag. I'm gonna go with Quebec. No front license plate. Quebec thing as well. Okay. Alright, Quebec it is. Yeah, we're gonna go with Quebec on this one. Where? We're gonna say the Laurentians. Yeah, we're in the Laurentians right now. We're like near what's this place called again? I keep forgetting. Sherbrooke. That's it. We're near Sherbrooke, if I had to guess. Let's go check. Can we see anything else? Yeah, I mean, clearly now when we see this, and yeah, we're in Quebec. That's certain. So yeah, I'd love to know internet speeds. I guess I might as well say mine. I pay for 150 down, 10 up. It's sad. I mean, I really wish that 10 up was. I really wish you could get more than 10 up. You can't get more than 10 up. In fact, the best plan you can get where I live, in the entire region, is 60 download, 10 up. But because I had the plan for a while, the speed used to be higher. We're gonna go like right over here. Make the guess. No, actually, wow, we were up here. Jeez. All right, kind of heading towards Saguenay, I guess. Over here, Shawinigan. Ex Prime Minister used to come from there. Very nice. That's what I know that for. And this right over here, never heard of that place, but there you go. Very, very cool. 4260. And is that a final? Wow, look at that. 10, 5, 85. Yeah, so like I was saying, just going to finish up the stories. This has been an episode full of stories, very broken up. I mean, all my stories are very broken up and weird, and just I can't follow a single train of thought, it seems. Like I was saying, internet speed, the fastest you can get around here is 60 download, 10 up, but they used to offer 150 download, 10 up, and since I have that plan, I can still do that. But weirdly enough, I get much, much closer to 250 down, 10 up. I get exactly 10 up. The download speed ranges anywhere from 200 to 250. Seriously, it's kind of wild. How do I get faster than they say? And by quite a bit, too. So there you go. I pretty much get 250, 10 up. But yeah, and because I was sweet talking the ISPs, got myself a nice 70% discount that I've had for a bunch of years now, actually. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Moral of the story is call up if you're not happy with your cell phone service, if you're not happy with your internet service, if you're not happy with your TV service, call up your service providers, and instead of trying to, cancel things or change things, try and work with them. And sometimes, if you find nice people, you'll find people who can actually give you some nice discounts. I don't know if that works everywhere. I've had only good luck with it in my life, but other people have had terrible experiences. And you know, what can I say? That might be a thing. I might just be ridiculously lucky when it comes to that. But yeah, I am interested in knowing, like, in where you guys live, because I know there's a very international audience to this. I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing it's pretty international. I'd love to know what you guys' internet speeds are in wherever you live in the world. It'd be very cool to know what kind of cool stuff you can get in other places, because I always would love to know kind of internet speeds I could get if I didn't live here. Of course, I'm just going to say we were in the mysterious missing daily challenge location, which is actually in South Africa. We were in Northern Territories. We were in New South Wales. We were in New Brunswick. And finally, we were in Quebec up here. Very nice. 10,585. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, even though it contained even more of my ramblings, hopefully more coherent than yesterday's ramblings. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.